Hello and welcome to the Helios blog. My name is Helios, here for another reaction video. Today, Sneako is on FreshandFit talking about why Andrew Tate got cancelled. Let's get into it.
The reason she's alone is because she's difficult.
Women are not accepting the bare minimum.
Women fuck men they respect.
All the women who say things like, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man, like, y'all impress me.
Women just gaslight each other and say what they want to hear.
See?
For being a dangerous individual.
What does that mean?
That doesn't mean
That's
anything.
asking the real questions.
Like, what was he actually?
That's asking the real questions.
It wasn't just one band, too. He got knocked down on every
Everything.
platform.
Yeah,
That's like some terrorist shit. What did he actually do?
nothing.
That's a good question.
I think
Where
it went crazy was when they posted that clip and it's like the teacher or whatever is like, my students are going around telling girls to get in the kitchen, and it's all because of Andrew Tate. It's like, what the? How do you even just like take that to the next level and let it go viral?
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it.
So it's a plant. It's a plant that was done on purpose.
Give your point on the clip, and then we'll do.
And then we'll talk about why he got canceled.
Yeah.
Okay, so and just for full transparency with you guys, I talk to Andrew almost every day. Okay, we communicate via WhatsApp, and I know Andrew personally. We've known him now for going on almost a year and a half, 2 years now.
Yeah.
When people talk about him, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it bothers me because I know the man personally. I'm close friends with his friends, right? Obviously Sterling and Justin, and he's a very honorable guy. You know what I mean? He walks it like he talks it, man. And that's really that's why so many people are mad. And the thing is, right, with like what Mike is saying and Logan, all these other guys, is that what Andrew's doing is he's basically reminding men that there is a burden of performance. It's invisible. Right.
And there is a burden of performance. If you as a man are not strong and can't compete, it's over for you. No chance. Zero chance in 2023.
Visible, but it's there. You need to perform as a man. Right. And guys like Logan Paul, Mike Majlak, however you pronounce his name, KSI, etc. If you guys notice, they don't really make content to make men better. They just make mindless entertainment.
They make men worse,
really, yeah, they don't really teach you how to become a better man. They just tell you, oh, like, let's just do mindless content, bring some porn stars on and, talk shit and blah, 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 whatever. They don't really teach guys, female nature. They don't teach guys how to make money. They don't teach guys how to get in shape, etc. They're entertainers, which is cool. Fantastic. You're entertainers.
It's more than that. Mike sells porn. You know that, right? Like the Sidemen Tinder thing, they actively are encouraging their young audience to go and watch porn and go sell it, and they have porn stars in their videos, and they say this is cool.
And I'm going to talk about that here in a second.
It's not even just improving men. That makes men weaker.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah, especially from a young age, right? What it encourages is the worst kind of degeneracy in men. Instead of encouraging strength, it encourages weakness and degeneracy, right? And what does that do for a society, right? You can't be out here at 10 years old doing that bad stuff. Like, you're going to destroy yourself. Big problems. All right, before we continue, let's do some shilling. Hit that like, hit the subscribe. Go to my Patreon and subscribe, patreon.com/theheliosblog. Drop me a donation like Hunter M, Adrian R, Tom M. Link is in the description. Just hit more under the video. All right? Buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. Shitting over. Let's continue.
It makes men sadder, and they know that.
So the thing is that they don't get is that Andrew, right? Like channels like this, FreshandFit, Andrew Tate, whatever. A lot of people are like kind of fighting like the RP content because they're like, oh, they're just trying to sell course and all this other shit. Well, we make a bunch of content for free. Like Andrew Tate, Hustlers University, $50 a month. You don't have to buy Hustlers University. You can just like literally watch the videos for free or whatever. But the thing is that for them, they look at it like, okay, these guys are pulling from our market share because they're teaching guys how to become better. If guys become better, what are they going to do? They're going to continuously want to self-improve, and they're not going to watch mindless fucking content where they're just talking shit on a podcast and not necessarily giving you any real value.
Indeed. Okay?
I'll tell you guys this. Since I've been on my self-improvement journey, I'm going to the gym. I'm watching documentaries. I'm trying to learn. I'm not necessarily watching mindless content. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I used to like Logan Paul before this situation. Now it made me realize, like, okay, now this guy has an agenda. Because let's be honest here. A lot of people hate the Paul brothers, right? A lot of people hate Jake. A lot of people hate Logan, right? Because he still hasn't, there's still a lot of people that hate him for that, videotaping that dead body. So what they're doing is, and I see it's a smart marketing tactic, well, Andrew Tate is a big bad villain. he's over here being a misogynist, telling guys he's a big bad boy. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and we're going to galvanize all these social justice warriors, all these feminists that used to hate us and call us toxic assholes. This guy's worse. So I'm going to go ahead and demonize him. You guys go ahead and line yourselves with me because people hate Andrew more than they hate Logan. And they
That's called the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's the principle.
hate Andrew more than they hate Jake. That's why they went ahead and did that podcast. Yeah, I'll fight you, Andrew. No, I'll fight you because they know it's going to be a big payday. They know if they lose, it's still a win-win because he's a professional kickboxer. They're just fucking YouTubers. They can still go ahead and hide behind that and say, well, I'm just a YouTuber, man. I lost. Has Logan even won a boxing match? No. He's always lost.
2-0.
But for him, he doesn't give a fuck because he's looking at it like, yo, as long as I can get the money and I can get the court of public appeal, that's all that matters. That's what Logan cares about, his image, which is cool.
That basically, what is Logan then? He's a dancing monkey, right? He is a dancing monkey for the crowd, and he does it for money. So he's what's it called? A puppet, right? He's a puppet for whatever agenda is most popular at the time. So he's what? He's a mercenary, effectively. He has no morality.
Cool, I get it. You know, he obviously got scarred from that Japanese situation. It fucked him up. He almost didn't survive that. But my thing is, for you to pull somebody down after they got canceled, because I'll tell you guys this right now, if he didn't get canceled, they would be more than happy to bring him on Impulsive and have a discussion with him. They would be more than happy to fucking have a boxing match. But since he got banned, they're looking at it like, oh, well, we can't like make a bag so much off of this shit because we're going to have to go on his platform, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So they're going to talk shit and kick him while he's down. So I look at it like these entertainer guys that don't necessarily give you content to self-improve, they're hating, bro. Portnoy, all these guys, because they don't understand that men must improve to get girls. This is the reality. But
indeed. So, as I said, women are hypergamous. They're interested in men that are superior, men that are taller, stronger, fitter, faster, more friends, more charismatic, more money, better lifestyle, all of that. The men that other men want to be and other women want to be with are the men that women are interested in. So, what deductively follows is, or maybe inductively, maybe I'm using the wrong word, is that men should self-improve in order to be successful. And it's not only in like in life, with women as well. Actually, what they say is women are lagging indicators of success. So you're successful with women because of the work you've done, and the work you've done is actually the precursor to the girls being interested in you. It's not the other way around. So you get good at something, you become superior, you become worthy, and then they're interested in you as a lagging indicator of success, right? Now, that isn't to say that if girls are interested in sleeping with you, that you are a successful man necessarily. Some guys are genetically lucky, right? But it's more likely than not, right? Now, that's not to say that you should rest on your laurels and be like, girls want to sleep with me, therefore I'm done, I don't have to do anything more, my life is hunky-dory. No. In fact, women will see that and actually be unattracted to that because you have no ambition, right? So as a man, your primary focus in life should be your mission. I want to do X. I'm trying to succeed at X. Every day, what's more important than my girl is X. And if you don't want me to do X, get out. Because I'm going to do X. That is the man's primary focus, his mission, not the girl. The girl is the cherry on top of your life. You have all these things that you do. You work out, you have your job or whatever, your business, or you have that, you have your friends, you have your family, you have all the activities you do, all the things that you do that make you you. And then as a cherry on top, you might also have a girl or a few friends with benefits, whatever. Depends on the guy. Girls are the cherry on top. They're not the life. Never let your girl define your life. Never let your girl be the center of your life. Girls shouldn't be put on a pedestal. You should be the one put on the pedestal by her, because actually respect equals bedroom fun attraction. I don't know if you know that, guys. Women sleep with guys that they respect. So if she respects you as her superior, she's going to want to sleep with you.
Now, this content, this side of the internet, we're telling guys, yo, you must self-improve. You must become a better man if you want to get girls, if you want to become the best version of yourself. It's no longer acceptable to be average, to be okay.
Indeed.
But content creators like this are like, oh no, it's okay. You could just watch my stupid mindless content. It's fine. Be fat, be a loser.
They get richer off them.
Yeah.
The more men get weaker, then they spend all day watching their mindless videos.
And then Mike
paying big
Maslach committed to a fucking porn star.
No, that's not it. It's not that they make that content in order to weaken men to get them to stay. It's circular logic. It just so happens that weak men are more inclined to watch that sort of content. So these guys are discouraged from giving advice. It's actually backwards.
Traditional men,
you know, like, are you seriously gonna take someone seriously, like get like dating advice or any type of masculinity advice from a guy that went ahead and dated a girl that was banging dudes on camera? Like, what?
Literally, Hassan, I'm looking at you. Dated Janice Griffith. Like, come on. Like, it shows the world that you have no idea how relationships work, how bedroom fun dynamics work, how male-female dynamics work, if that's who you're choosing to date. As a superior man, well, on paper, right? You know, richer, fitter, smarter than the average man, good enough to start his own business that makes $1 million online, right? But still not smart enough to see that that's not the girl you should be committing to.
What the fuck? Like, no, hell fucking no. But this is the world that we're in, guys. Like, these are guys that are supposed to be role models. These are the guys that are sitting here pointing the finger saying, you're not a good person. Meanwhile, you're videotaping dead bodies and you're over here banging fucking porn stars trying to say, oh, yeah, let me go ahead and cast a stone and judge you.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Adam 22 is married to a porn star, but at least he has an level of acceptance of it. He understands what it is. He's capitalizing off of it, but he doesn't try to get on a high ground and celebrate when somebody else gets banned.
He doesn't really bash people like that either.
He doesn't bash people. He sticks to the truth. Like, Destiny was just on a show. Like, that guy's a genuine guy from what I could tell. But the reason that Logan Paul and KSI are doing this is because it really hurts when you get banned. And even Jadian, I've been having him on my stream a lot. When you get banned on a platform, you really get scared and you try to use anything you can to get the people back on your side.
I think I've seen a lot of these types of things moving in my community and other communities. I don't think I would look at this as like red pill framing at all, or like they're going after guys that do certain things. I think it's sometimes as simple as like, if you watch online communities, when controversial figures fall, there is like an attitude on the internet and everybody wants to hop on it because it's the easiest way to get clicks. It's such a virtue signal that like there will be I guarantee you there are people that have like never watched a single clip of Andrew Tate that have like 20 minutes on their podcast talking about how horrible he was for the world, even though they've never seen a single thing he said, because they know it'll sell with their audience. Or same thing probably when Kevin Samuels died. I'm sure there are a lot of people making content about how harmful he was for like the black community, and they don't even know who this guy is. They've never seen him.
Dude.
Yeah, they don't.
That's called, that's just NPC hive mind stupidity, right? Like, okay. It is the mind of a smart person. I don't think I'm phrasing this properly. I'm paraphrasing. It is an intelligent mind that can entertain an idea without accepting it, right? Like, you can... Like a lot of these people, they don't entertain ideas that don't go along with their worldviews, right? If a guy comes along and he says something that they don't agree with, bam, cancel him, right? But if you don't have free speech, you have nothing. Because then control of language can happen, and if control of language can happen, then control of thought can happen. And if control of thought can happen, well, then your society is doomed, right? 1984, for those of you that have never read it, just go read it.
They don't even know a single thing about
Jumping
it.
for joy,
like,
literally.
There's always, I'm sure you've probably seen it now a little bit, where when you get banned off something, motherfuckers you've never even heard of before.
On. Every single day, people call me up to be like, "Did you see that new video?" I'm like, "There's a new one every hour." I can't keep track, but I'm banned right now. I can't respond, so they all now's their opportunity, because they realize they're not as entertaining. They can't galvanize an audience like I can. They're not as funny. They're slower. They're not good at it. They're not good at content
creation. It's easy to just, you get in that wave and you get all the fans and all the likes and all the validation and everything. It always is temporary, but like they'll go from wave to wave to wave to wave. But I will say the scary thing though is you got to be careful of is it would be nice to stand against the tide. You would hope people would do that, but it's real easy to get swept up in that and then get immediately destroyed afterwards. Which sometimes, you know, if you take a stand against something, I don't know if that guy should have been banned, you become like the next target. You're like, oh, this guy loves Andrew Tate and he wants to genocide women, and you're like, oh, well, fuck me, I guess. Yeah.
To be honest,
pretty scary.
They're looking for a scapegoat. And for example, let's say they did on Andrew, right? Who's next? And it's funny because these same people that would write for you when you're not canceled the moment you get canceled, cast the first stone. So you're right.
I'll say this. And I know, Destiny, you're saying you don't think it's like a red pill thing. I genuinely do think it is a red pill thing, and I'll tell you why. Like, anyone on this side of the internet, if you look on TikTok, if you look on YouTube or whatever it may be, they always stitch RP content creators and like, look at this, like, incel, toxic, misogynist, blah, 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 you know, using names or whatever. It's like the easiest internet punching bag to go after, right? Because
that's right. All you have to do is use the buzzwords, right? Again, I understand what needs to be done, right? If I want to be like a true shill, basically be Hassan. I understand. I just can't. I don't know how to explain this, guys. I could not live with myself if I made content like Hassan, because I would be hurting men. I would be hurting society by doing it. I just can't imagine myself doing that. I would feel like I was helping in the destruction of masculinity, which I am. Why would I accept money for destroying my own kind? I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it's a lot like the Judas story in the Bible, right? Like how he accepts money to betray. Like I would feel that I was betraying mankind somehow by doing that. I don't know if any of you feel this way, but that's how I feel personally.
You know, if you take a couple of sentences of what we say and you spin that out of context, you can make someone look really fucking crazy, easily, right? Yeah. And it's like, very easy to do. Go ahead, please.
So you watch a movie sometimes, and the movie starts with like a guy's daughter gets kidnapped or his wife gets killed. The reason why they have those hooks is because, well, it's easy to identify immediately with like, oh God, I'm so sympathetic towards this character, because it hooks you into emotions that you already have. I call this webbing when I see it happen online. What people want to do sometimes is, I don't actually have to know a single thing about you or attack anything you say if I can just tie you into like negative shit already. So like, if I know that you're red pill and I know that Sneako's red pill, I don't know anything about you, but I know that you're on this podcast, so I can call you red pill and take you down just like I would these two guys without ever knowing a single thing about you. And a lot of people do that too when they try to. So a lot of it might get tagged as like red pill stuff, but it's literally, I think a lot of people just try to grab people, and if they can associate them with communities they don't like, that's enough.
Well,
to like
look who gets taken down though. There's a liberal agenda on every single social media platform. Indeed. The people that get banned are always on this side. Your people are fine. The reason that you got banned on Twitch because you were saying some red pill shit.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I mean that's where the culture and the media is right now. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I was saying this all the time, is that the people that are politically correct.
Okay, let me just pause. I want to read this comment because it's good. Apparently, Tom Brady and Giselle Bundchen are having a quote-unquote epic fight, and she left the family compound. Hope she doesn't do something stupid. By the way, Giselle did divorce Tom Brady. Sorry for pausing. I just that was a good comment.
And here's the thing: I get what Logan Paul and them are doing. They're trying to align themselves with the winning side, which unfortunately, when it comes to social media and and the internet in general, being liberal, right, being woke will keep you protected most of the time, right? Yeah. Because we got crazy feminists out there saying "kill all men" podcast still up, but if you say anything along the lines of like women need to be in the kitchen making food, sandwiches, oh, sir,
cancelled, and these are on the same level of bad, right? No. The food thing is way worse, guys. Way worse. You can't say that.
Canceled. Fucking done. Like, that's so misogynistic.
You could literally spill out a rape fantasy in live. You could post your butthole on Twitter, everything. I got banned on Twitter for challenging Lasanabi to a fight and saying I'm going to break your face because it's violent conduct.
There you go.
Don't UFC fighters do that all the time?
Yeah.
Isn't that normal?
But that's what I'm trying to say.
Like, you're a target.
Yeah. Like if you're any type of like conservative or whatever, and you're on social media, you're gonna.
Yeah. Socrates was banned by Athens for corrupting the mind of the youth, right? The CEO of YouTube is a part of the WEF. It's a clear-cut agenda against free thought. Okay, let's look up what WEF is, because I don't even know. I assume it's women something, but World Economic Forum. World Economic Forum is an independent international organization committed to Okay, it's like World Bank type stuff. Okay, anyway.
have a target on your back automatically, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, because here's the thing, bro. Let's keep it 1,000. Like a lot of these fucking guys, like Logan Paul, Jake Paul, whatever it may be. These guys that are like, you know, trying to be like, oh, let me
behind the scenes,
behind the scenes, bro. They're probably saying the same.
I think
fucking
Jake
shit
Paul's
we are.
red pill. I don't think Jake Paul thinks of the same stuff.
You
as
gotta
Logan.
be.
Yo.
You can't operate at that level as a celebrity. You get red pilled by just being that type of guy with that kind of money and being.
Hate comes from above when your rivals see you coming up in their rearview mirror. Yeah, they didn't want to share the wealth, indeed.
Around chicks, like you see how they operate.
When Jake Paul, Logan Paul got accused for grape?
Yes.
Who had their back?
We did.
Our community.
Yeah.
And it's funny because
we made a video defending Jake.
The same shit they were saying was what we were saying as well. And it's like, yo, now because it's affecting you, you're gonna come on our side. But the moment it doesn't suit you, you go back to your regular programming. So it's funny, bro. They hopscotch off and on.
Yeah, that's actually Machiavelli says that that's the best strategy. Actually, no, he doesn't. Machiavelli says you must always pick a side. You cannot be neutral. So, technically speaking, they're playing both sides, which Machiavelli does encourage, right? Playing both sides is encouraged, but being neutral is not, because often being neutral means you take slaps from both sides. You must pick a side.
We were one of the first big platforms actually to defend Jake when that dumbass bimbo came out and said, "Oh, Jake raped me." Blah blah blah. She made a bunch of jump cuts. It was all cap. I was like, bro, this girl's lying.
That man too.
Yeah,
I defended that man too, and that's what's crazy, bro. Because like, if the red pill is speaking this truth, bro, that's who they're. To Destiny's point, like, bro, they have to come after that because that doesn't go with the mass of fake wokeness.
That's right.
But you know what's scary, bro? Us as men have no platform. So
yeah, literally. And also, this woke narrative, what is it really about? It's about virtue signaling. Look at how great a person I am because I agree with what everybody agrees with, right? But again, if you know about women's nature, you know that women are herd creatures. So whatever is in fashion is what they agree with. So if it becomes in fashion to be RP, to be, you know, fit, feminine, cooperative, submissive, bedroom fun, loyal, to not sleep around, you go back to that in an instant. If every girl is talking about how it's great to be chaste and, you know, religious and conservative and not attention seeking and all of this, if that was what was in fashion, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So keep that in mind, guys.
What happens is, it's scary because we literally help men become better. No one else does that, bro.
Literally.
Everyone in here on some level.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at this. Great comment here. I used to listen to old school Eminem as a child, and it's crazy how he kept his platform, but Tate gets canceling for helping men. Clown world. Indeed.
Helps men become better. What do? Make jokes, talk about random shit. Like,
sell porn.
Exactly.
Sell porn.
But
and then talk about pyramid scheme.
The overall thing about that, because you made a good point, bro. Their entertainment is like dumb entertainment. Like that kind of what you consume music-wise, content-wise, that affects you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if they're just promoting stupid entertainment like dumb shit and guys watch it, that's a detriment to people.
It actively makes you stupid to consume that. Okay. Just as an aside, guys, just an interesting question for you. I ask you, how many books have you read this year? Most people in 2023 don't read. They don't read at all. Go back to the wisdom of the previous, you know, let's say to the wisdom of 4 generations ago. Go back to that and learn from that, because the current world is in decline. But it wasn't 4 generations ago. It was up. It was going up. We have a lot to learn from that. That's actually how the Renaissance happened. The Renaissance happened when the Europeans, right? At least the Renaissance in Europe, because of course in other empires they were booming at the time. But I'm saying in Europe was on the decline. They rediscovered the texts from the Roman and Greek empires, mostly Roman, and relearned all that stuff that they had lost, and bam, there was an explosion that has led us to today. Now we're on the decline. But it was 400 years of growth, right? or so. Yeah, from 1600 to 2000, right? Yeah, also. All right. Anyway, let's go to... Sorry, guys. Let's go to the Reddit post. Posted on relationship advice. This was 18 hours ago. My girlfriend blindsided me, and I'm kind of screwed now. So he's 24 and she's 23. See what you make of this one. I don't really know what to do here, and I could use some help. My girlfriend and I have been together for a while now. We go to separate universities, but they're only about 30 minutes from each other. Between the last winter and spring semesters, her living arrangements fell apart, and we talked about living together, so that is what we did. She moved in with me and began commuting to a university which she hasn't had an issue with. A few months ago, we were talking about future living arrangements, and she'd mentioned she was wanting to live with her friends for one last year before officially moving in together, which I was fine with, since I had friends who I was happy to live with. After a couple of weeks of talking about it, we decided that she was in fact going to live with me, so we started looking at places together and found a place we loved. We worked things out with the landlord, and eventually he sent over the lease to sign. I signed the lease and sent in the security deposit, and we were all settled. However, yesterday, I found out she signed a lease with her friends, and when I asked her about it, she said that she was waiting for the right time to tell me. But she said that she'd changed her mind and just didn't want to disappoint me. This kind of screws me over, because I'm legally on the hook for her entire rent, and I won't be able to afford it. I have car payments as well as other normal monthly expenses to pay, as well as based on my full-time job I can't afford to cover everything. I've told her that I would have made different decisions, like sign a lease with my friends before it was too late, had she told me this was the route she was leaning towards, and would have been fine with it. But I'm not okay with this, because now I'm financially screwed. I've made a lot of big decisions based off our plan to live together, and I can't come to terms that she's done this to me. I really just need advice as to how to talk to her about this, because every time we have, I can't think of the right things to say. All I feel is anger. I don't want this to negatively affect our relationship, but at the same time, I'm worried that if our plans truly fall through, I'm going to resent her. If she does this kind of crap to you, this underhanded crap, she doesn't respect you. So, your relationship's not even a relationship. It's dead. Let's look at the top comment. This is relationship ending. She can't communicate, and she screwed you over because of that. If she can't have conversations now, imagine when it's got even huger implications. Buying a house, having kids, etc. Exactly what an a-hole move on her part. No way I'd stay with someone that screwed me over like that. And there you have it. We're going to end the video there. Hit that sub, hit all the notifications, go to my Patreon and subscribe, drop me a donation like Hunter M, Adrian R, Tom M, shoutouts to them. Just click more under the video and it's in the description box there. Buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. Take care of yourselves, guys. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you next time.